Would you believe me if I said every card on the table here would be in my deck for the Philadelphia Regionals? Okay, so what's going on here? Well, we're running a bit of an experiment. We're going to see what would happen if I brought a deck built by my Twitch chat to the Regionals. And how does that work? So during the last few days, I have been streaming, and during the streams, anybody who subbed or gifted a sub has the ability to add any card to my deck or remove any two from my deck. And the end product is what I must bring to the Philadelphia Regionals. Oh my god, okay. Let's see, 2 cards left. Lightheart and Lars. Why? Why are you doing this? Then add Aitsu. I got it. And as you can see, we've ended up with quite a mishmash. I'm going to show you the major highlights from the deck building streams. You can see all the crazy moments that happened and the final product. We got anybody, any subs or any gifted that want to add some cards into my deck? See what monstrosity that I'll be playing next weekend? All right, so what do we have here? Snake Eye Ash for O0 Zeus. Okay, you know that Populous is not out yet, so this is not good, but okay. And you're gonna add Wakaushi, all right? All right, this is how our deck has started. It is a super heavy Snake Eye deck so far. But you know what? If it goes this path, I don't even mind. Super heavy Snake Eye sounds kind of dope. What? Why? Majesty, Hyperion. Max subs again. All right, Max, are you destroying me or are you helping me? Add a cheated heart. Guys, we were doing so good. Unplayable cards. Why would you add anything meaningful? Instead, you give me a card that's also just going to be impossible to find. Oh, Max, you have to, another, you're adding Ho. Thank you, Max, you're going to add a Ho. You guys had finally not put vanillas in my deck, and now I have vanillas in my deck again. Thank you for nothing. You suck, Max. You suck. Okay. Oh my god. Why? 3 rainbow fish. You mean 7 colored fish? All right. This would be the second regional I played with this card because I did this challenge, it must have been 8 years ago in Toronto, and I said vote on the 5 cards that get voted the most. I have to put in my deck, and one of them is rainbow or 7 colored fish. So I have played a regional with this card in my deck, and because I built the rest of the deck around it, I played 3 of this with Rescue Rabbit, and I made Bahamut Shark and Toad. So if anybody would like to give me Rescue Rabbit, Bahamut Shark, and Toad, that would be awesome. Visa Starfrost, all right, that's a card, I guess. Oh my god, okay, let's do 2 cards left. Lightheart and Lars. Why are you doing this? Then add Aitsu. I got, holy sh. I don't even care about the Aitsu. My viewers hate me. Every 2 games, I'm drawing a brick. I am going to 0-10 this regionals. Oh. All right, so this is what the final list looks like. And thank you so much to everybody who supported the channel and came and, made the recommendations for the deck. They subbed to remove or add cards. And I must say, I'm quite proud of you guys. We had some really low points you've just seen that ended up pretty badly. However, we were able to recover and what looks like a kind of cohesive deck. I can see combo lines already forming. But this deck can actually do, decent fields with several, negates. I can probably do, 4 to 5 interrupts on a decent hand, and it's not even that unlikely. We also got hand traps in here, so while there's a lot of nonsense in here still, we got the I2, the Grand Mark, many dead side deck cards, and even not the best extra deck, we have options, and I'm excited to play with this. So I have to go find the card still, because some of these are going to be a nightmare, like this Aitsu printed in Dark Revolution and MFC, and that's it. But yeah, I have to go find these cards, and then I will see you all at the Philadelphia Regionals. Peace. Okay, so we wrapped up round 1, and I honestly didn't know what to expect, but I was victorious 2 overs Fire King, and the deck felt rather good actually, which is surprising. I lost the roll, and fine. I drew 1 Ash. I had Rebellion, Bishop Rebellion, Diabell Star, and Visas in my hands. I had 3 different 1-card plays that were pretty good at applying pressure. He had to Diabell Star, ditch a hand trap to play. I ashed the Sinful Spoils, and then he made a weak Fire King board that I just OTK'd through. I know I had to SP to clear the field. So I end on Lars plus Baron to put him in 0 cards, so it didn't matter. Game 2, his hand wasn't very good. I look at my hand, I had Delta into Nibiru, so I was feeling pretty comfortable, but he just went Arvada set 2 pass. But I had Fenrir small rolled Wakaushi, so I kind of just rolled over really, really easily. Fenrir ate a couple negates, then Wakaushi made a Baron, forced everything else, and then small rolled for Visas OTK. So the deck actually felt rather good. The cool part is the deck has so many different 1-card engines, and when you draw a variety of them, it pushes rather well. It's like something of Vanadium in that way. If I can keep that up, I'd be surprised, but it'd be nice. All right, so we concluded round 2, and I'm sorry that I can't show you guys footage, obviously. I've been inside the venue, but I won the roll. I'm feeling pretty good. I opened up 1 tip Diabell Star and the original Sinless Spoil, so not the best start, but acceptable. I remember I played that out, he has no hand traps. I ended on a board of Lars plus, no, it wasn't Baron, it was the Ultimate Flame Swordsman, that's what it was, sorry. I end on the Flame Swordsman plus that, and then I get dropletted. I lose that. I had a Magnum on hand as well. So I'm like, okay, hopefully it's enough, and he's playing Rika, and I get OTK'd. Game 2, I go first against, and I was playing Rika. I wanted to side in the Drolls, and then open up like this weird combo again. I also gets imperms, but it's okay because I have Visa Starfrost, get to play a bit more, and I end up drawing a card off branded regained later. So I opened up Rebellion, do that, and after all that I got to draw a card. And I had a small roll in hand, so I saved the small roll to the end, hoping I draw a monster, which is, you know, every card in my deck pretty much. Or I draw a hand trap. I draw Fenrir, which I go Fenrir, small roll for Diabellstar for Droll. So I end on Droll in hand with like Baron SP through the Imperm. And then end phase the Magnumlith that I summoned off Rebellion gets Phantasme. So I figured I'll summon Sculpt in my hand, another hand trap. That was enough. But unfortunately, game 3, I drew Phantasme and draw something okay. However, Phantasme, I drew 2 super heavy bikes when I already had Prodigy in hand. And then I drew the Gaia for turn, so I actually able to almost play through his entire field, the Rika field. I see like 1 or 2 more life cards, unfortunately you cannot. And my draw got crossed out it, so I did nothing, and then Phantasme didn't draw in the hand trap, so that's the way it goes. But 1-1, the deck's been doing honestly fine, even though I'm 1-1 isn't a really good record. I have faith that we can win the rest. Alright, so we finished round 3 and I'm victorious. Lid vs Infernoble, and I won the roll again, it's feeling good. My hand was not fantastic. I went Fenrir plus Mega Kyrella. Like hard drew that, Flame Swordsman. So I summoned Fenrir, it resolves. I'm like, okay, what do I do? I normal the Kyrella because I figure I can send it off and ditch the Flame Swordsman, and then make Solda if it goes through. And then I'll search with Flame Swordsman by dumping the Salamandra. I'll search the trap Salamandra. And if he's playing a fire deck, or I get the Lars on field, will be in a row. I got Ashton Kyrella, so I pretty much just have the Fenrir, a hand trap, and the Salamandra with chain I search. Hoping it's enough. But thankfully it's Infernoble, it's a fire deck. I mean, there are plenty of fire decks we are in the year of fire. I'm able to stop him with the Book of Moon effect, and the game kind of goes through a grind for a bit, but I just have Fenrir plus sand traps, and that's like just enough to win. I have 2 hand traps, I'm feeling okay, but he goes like Fenrir, normal Ash, make Baron, set, and draw phase and spells me. And my hand is like Wakao sheet, so I lose. Fun. And then yeah, there was game 3, I went first. I got to do everything I needed to. I couldn't get to the Evolve cards, so I ended on Baron plus SP plus, what's the last card? It's the Ultimate Flame Swordsman. No trap card, and then I had Ash Veiler, I think. Or just one of those maybe. By the way, he goes Imperm Baron, even leaves me, so I get to SP banish the Baron and the Ultimate Flame Swordsman to follow up. He ends on double Charles, Gearfried. I drew a Fenrir at some point last turn, like mid combo, so I couldn't use it. I think off of right card. So next turn, like I got my monsters back. I pick apart his field. He negates, he pops stuff, so it clears my field. Resummon Fenrir, and then I also save my Astrolabe for this turn. And because of the Astrolabe, I'm able to clear his field, put him down to like 0 cards, and win. I couldn't kill his Angelica though. And I realized now that I could have made a better play. I ended with Astrolabe, Fenrir, Cross Sheep, Flame Swordsman, and Salamandra to his like top deck, and the Angelica on field. I could have made Typhon on top of my Astrolabe because I don't really need it, and just dealt with the Angelica. Would have made it just slightly better. So small misplay, but otherwise I'm happy with how it's going. 2-1 so far. Well, we will keep going. And I know this is just me explaining duels to you. I hope it can still be somewhat entertaining. Stay tuned to see how this monstrosity does. All right, quick update. Round number 4 was a quick victory. Uneventful though, so I'm not going to talk too much. Pulled and shut up late, so I had a free win game 1. In game 2, they just got nervous, made a mistake, and my hand wasn't very good, but they just pretty much left themselves wide open with the error. So, it happens though. 3-1, keep going. Round 5 has concluded, and I have been defeated very decisively. It was not a very interesting match. It's one of those, I lose the roll, and I'm up against Vanadium. I got FTK'd, didn't draw a hand trap. And then I Phantasme. And then game 2, I come hand, and it's Evo Singularity, Karakuri Barrel, Salamandra with Chain, Fenrir, Veiler. So I'm like, well, Fenrir, Veiler is my field. It was no match. So I got slaughtered. That's okay. I mean, but that means halfway through the tournament, if I do the same now, 3 and 2 as I do for the next 5 rounds, 6 and 4, it's not great. Probably won't get an invite with that. In fact, certainly won't get an invite with that. Pretty much can't get top 8 now, but you know, it would have been a pipe dream anyways. Still gonna try my best, aiming for the top 64, get that invite here in the 600-man regionals. Would be crazy. And those should have been the easier rounds though, so hopefully we can go 4-1 and be okay. All right, round 6 is concluded and the fatigue is getting to me. I didn't misplay, but like, I didn't sleep all the night before, so one of those events that feel really hard, especially a 10 round in one day. It's just rough. But round 6, I lost. It was very depressing because I lose the roll. My opponent goes draw face shifter, then raid soft unicorn. My hand is, that's fine, but it's like every single card requires the graveyard, so I just concede. I keep my deck concealed, although he actually knew what I was playing, so it's fine. Not the biggest deal, but yeah. Game 2, I go first, look at my hand, playable, draw face shifter, great. Yeah, so I pass, and then he's not able to kill me because he prosperities. I'm not sure if he could have killed me if he didn't do that. And then has like a cash field. I'm able to play through it, and I actually crack through the field and win. Because what I do is I use my spells first, and then I put him on like using Birth to banish my grave, so I could use Wakaushi next, and then that kind of kills him. Because if I lead Wakaushi into the Fender, it's really bad. Because if I go Soul Guy effect in hand equipped to Wakaushi and Fender banish Wakaushi, it's really, really rough. So I just wanted to save the Wakaushi till it was clear, and then good to go. Bit of a gambit, but again, had no choice. It was depressing because again, game 3, I could roll for his planet, and he didn't shift me, so it's feeling good. He ends on Fender Unicorn Shang with a set, but my hand is like not great. I opened like Diabell Star and the Sinful Spoils, not wanted. Small World regained Leos. Anyways, I have to like normal Leos, hope that forces something, and he banishes the Leos, thanks to the Fender. His Fender's gone, which helps a lot. And then he uses Unicorn to rip my Solda because he sees me set Singularity. So cool. I can have also send the Singularity. I have a free card there. I was seeing if it based Cosmic or anything. It doesn't. Not maybe Cosmic, Imperm. It ends up being Cosmic is face down. But so I set Wanted and then like activated Regained and send that for Sinful Spoil. So you get Ash, search Mega Kyrella, and then I can Small World Mega Kyrella away. So you get Visas, Starfrost, Spanish. So Mega Kyrella, reveal that to get Flame Swordsman, and then get Visas over to Bellstar, and then the plan there is he's used all his interrupts, except the one face down. I go Lightheart, Reichheart, revive the Visas, make Baron, and then I can send off the field spell to Flamebird, pop, clear stuff, Ashlight, clear another monster, clear full field, and I'm golden. But unfortunately, Cosmic Cyclone on my Reichphobia meant that I cannot play. So, yep, 3-3. It's relatively where I expected to be. I promise you guys to play it out, so we'll do my best. I was hoping I don't have too many no-shows from this point on, because sometimes the next 3 people just don't play. Yeah, honestly, it's kind of sad, because I feel like I had some really cool games, but shifters just... Hey guys. Okay, so a bit of change in plans. Someone who I was borrowing cards from asked if they could take the cards back and then go home. And, you know, instead of making them stay longer or looking for other cards, I thought it would be easier to just drop in the tournament. You know, I'm already 3-3 and I got a headache. It's been a long day, so I thought it'll be okay. I did say I'd play out all the rounds of the tournament. I also maybe didn't expect a 600 grueling man 10-round tournament. And I also expected to get proper sleep the night before. Not a good excuse, I know, but still had a lot of interesting moments from today and many things to talk about and to learn from. So I'm content ending it here. Saying 3-3 is my final record, you know, obviously is not good. It's very, very far from that, but interesting experiment nonetheless. See you all in a second. What's up guys, we are back from the regional and I'm feeling better. Yeah, I'm sorry that I had to end it a bit early, but I just was too exhausted and I was already out and just figured it made more sense for me to stop when I did. I would like to have played at the regional because if this catches on and this is something we enjoy, I can do it again for future regionals, and it'd be cool to compare win rates with, you know, each of the monstrosities of decks that you guys generate for me. But we'll have to do with this for now, 50% at 3-3, which is not great. Obviously, it's not good at all, but maybe it's better than some of you expected. Honestly, this deck was better than you may give it credit for. It had some synergies that were really cool. It had some cool combos, and even though there are plenty of bricks and plenty of cards that I don't want to draw in this deck, like this nonsense, the deck was cool, and I was actually quite enjoying my time playing while I was awake. Before we, I guess, wrap it up, though, I wanted to show you guys some of the cool stuff that I learned, because I feel like when you play these sealed or challenge type drafts or challenges, you learn new things and experience new things that you wouldn't have experienced in the standard tier 1 meta. And then those are some of the things you learn you can apply towards, you know, building a tier 1 constructed deck. And something that was very cool for me was I like the Flame Swordsman cards quite a bit. And these are obviously TCG exclusives. They have even less, I guess, testing done with them because OCG hasn't done it for us. And we are more on our own to figure out what works as far as getting this deck to be playable. And I quite liked the combination of this engine, or I guess the Visa's engine, with this and this. Now, the biggest thing is people are playing this with Infernoble because of the fire support, you know, Fire Warrior, or they just want to be able to make Dempsey, and then Dempsey can search this. Now, the thing with Dempsey, however, is if you make a rank 4 deck, you are locked out of your normal summon, or you've usually committed your normal summon to do the rank 4, but Kalshi the exception is why this is good. So what do we do instead is, in this deck, where's my Visas, you have this cool combo where you just, you know, link this off for your Light Hearts, and run through it real quick. We get all of our pieces. Find it. Yeah, searching through this deck is actually a huge pain. Probably the worst thing about this deck. It's like 60 different one-ofs. Here, I'll need this later. So you search this, and then this searches this, special this, add this, special this, and then you can overlay for rank 4. So this is a cool rank 4 engine. It's a 1-card rank 4 with some extra bricks required. However, these aren't the worst bricks because you can be flexible with drawing them and do stuff with that. Like, obviously, if you just draw this and you play 2 white cards, you can still make rank 4. Or you can make Baron, like search Visa, Starfrost, pop some Visas, rival this back, you know, that works too. So there are obviously it's Vanadium combos. Like, there are plenty of good 1-card plays with these cards on like any sort of manner. So if you have the extra space, it's cool. It's a rank 4 package. But you take a step further here with this. So this lets you dump from deck to grave, and on top of making the rank 4, you can take it a step further and explore and link for Karashi. Before I do this though, this does trigger when it goes to grave. We get to dump a Salamandra card. So we'll dump our Salamandra Flying Flame here, and then get to search, and then we can add either the trap or the spell. It's important to notice the trap is not searchable off of Flame Swordsman's first effect. You pretty much only search it off of the dumping this, because it doesn't mention Flames Swordsman at all. This one does. The Salamandra card, this one does not. And this card's really cool. Just Book of Moon, but it also becomes a fusion on the next turn for follow-up, which if you have Cross Sheep is really good. Or if you saved the Cross Sheep. So sometimes you can get this instead, especially if I had to play around a droplet at one point, I got this card instead, and I just didn't go for this combo immediately. I'll continue on, just an option to keep in the back of mind. If you have multiples, this card is pretty cool. So you get this out, and then yeah, you get to banish your Visas and your right cards, and I'm sure you can see where I'm going here. Like, it's just super easy. This brings this back, and then you get the other card from your deck, the Swords Realm, and then this becomes SP. And now, for whatever reason, say you can't use this, or you didn't want to use this, what you can do is equip this. What this accomplishes, like if you couldn't get this far and you just had some weird hands, whatever, essentially is that now when you banish it, use the effect, it goes to grave, and it floats as you search, which may not always be the most meaningful card, but it gets you one of these two, and it can be something that is, you know, interesting. I thought it was super cool. The Flame Swordsman cards, I really liked how they interacted, and I think playing this like rank 4 engine of the Visas and Wakaushi cards are good for multiple reasons. It lets you extend because they aren't really bad and redundant copies. The issue with like rank 4 decks sometimes is you get stuck with too many level 4s in your hand. These are pretty good at clearing themselves out of the hand, especially if this resolves, even depends on summon out and extend further. And you know, I didn't have the best extra deck, but if you built an extra deck properly around this, I'm sure there's a lot you could do. And what's also cool about both these engines is you don't need to access the rank 4, or if you already have a way to do so, these can always like turn into like Baron de Fleur pretty often, or other synchro monsters that are good interrupts. So you can often end on like Baron plus SP plus the this guy relatively easily, especially if you're backing it up with hand traps and stuff. So that could be a cool thing to work around, where instead of playing this with like Infernobles or Pure, you mix in even though it's a light Flame Swordsman package. Like, I don't know if you think you play 3 of this, maybe just play 1. They couple the support cards, so the spell cards may actually be better, and you play max out on these and, you know, that type of deck, and that could be cool. So something worth trying. Now, these also were very cool and were pretty solid, but wasn't like good for any synergy, was the Evil Swords with this. What I liked about these is they complemented this in a way that where this is kind of weak to Droll, this pushed through it. While I don't think I'd actually mix all 5 engines together, I'd probably just stick with these 3 and make it just more fluid. This was nice that if your deck was weak to Droll and you wanted to include this type of extension in this fire package, the Evil stuff played through Droll, right? If you get Droll, you get the Mega Kyrella out, and then you summon this at the Evo Singularity, and then bam, you get the Lars. And I thought that was just super good. It's 2 interrupts, like Lars, it negates twice because you have the Reptile under it with the Singularity, and 2 interrupts through Droll, while on top of everything else you have, usually an SP as well. It's not bad, right? Like, you multiple cards down into this. Like in the future format, or I guess what is pretty much by the time this video comes out, if you have like a Princess in the Grave, like you even layering your interrupts even more, and I think it's super interesting. Absolutely deserves some sort of you know, research into if it is going to be somewhat playable, because there's a real world where it is. Yeah, so I mean, that's the deck. The deck wasn't as bad as maybe it looks. There were a lot of stuff that did not work well well together. There were some cloggy hands. There were some bricky cards that had nowhere to be here. The extra deck was not great. Stuff like Dark and Zeus or Beatrice never even came close to being necessary at all. And the many engines also made the extra deck super tight. This also never came up, even though I could have summoned it once. And I think there actually are things to explore, some stuff from here that we can apply forward. The deck was interesting. If you guys enjoyed this type of style, what we did, this challenge, then make sure to follow me on Twitch and leave down below if it's something you want to see more of, because whenever we enter a stale format where there's nothing really competitive going on, no new cards, and we're not that excited, it's a great opportunity to try something a little more different, something more fun, and a little more challenging. And hopefully I can do better next time, but you guys can build me something else, and who knows what that'll be, but it could be a lot of fun. So yeah, all your feedback would be appreciated, and I will see you guys all next time. Peace. Thank you guys for watching the video. A great way to support the channel is to get the TSX1 sleeves on tsx1.com. These are the sleeves I use at every event. They are fantastic quality. They feel really great to shuffle in your hand, your deck, fanning out your grave. They slide really smoothly, and they last the entire tournament, so you're not compromising quality either. Use the code POTATO10 on the website. You'll get 10% off across everything.